Day one of my Kimbo road trip all the way to Alaska, and I'm officially further into Canada than I've been. Watch out, Targi. Let's see where we are. We are in Jasper at the ice fields. Also, have to take a moment to appreciate that we're embarking on this journey in a brand new vehicle. Her name's Ashoko. Yesterday I saw 8 black bear, which is more than I've seen in a single day, even living in Tahoe. Then I saw a herd of bison, and now here's these guys stomping along the road. Good boy. Ready? I did too. Oh, it's cold. All right, I do have to go all the way under because I smell bad. Whew. Whew. Okay, that's enough. After a couple nights of campgrounds, we decided to stop early and score this beautiful spot in the river. We've got all the time in the world, so we are posted up. Living the dream. You stay and I'll give you this Skittle I just found on the ground. Stay. No, you're not coming in. Stay. Pretty basic. We scored this lovely river spot. It was a beautiful day for our first day of hiking after the drive. Got to stretch our legs for 7 miles. Feel the sunshine. We actually moved camp spots. We were somewhere else and then we went on a walk. Realized there's this one with more solar and beachfront. Targi, oh yep, she's catching up. She wouldn't get in the car, so she is finding us from another camp spot. Like a good kitty. Hi Targi, we moved on you. Home sweet home. You don't always score sunshine and riverfront property, so when you do, be sure to wash your dish towels. This is probably one of the coolest little primitive campgrounds I've ever been to. And I just found out it's called Jack Creek. The rain was really good to us, not expected, only rained a little bit, thought it'd downpour. The fog, not so much. Never expected to see much today anyways, but over there's a volcano, I guess, so there it is. Not so bad. If I've learned one thing in Alaska, it's to always take advantage when it's dry outside.
Per day. That comes out to be roughly $90 for the main value. So not too bad. And again,
Sit. Stay. You stay there, Jack. Stay. Who said Chacos weren't the perfect glacier shoes? Alright, while we have some glacier views, I'm gonna explain a little bit about McCarthy. I already knew about it because I listened to Murder Podcasts, and there's a pretty famous one from here. But anyways, earlier you saw me going across that footbridge. So that's how you get to McCarthy and Kennecott, and then there's shuttles from there. Back in the day, the locals used to drive their car over the river when it was frozen. And there's also a tram to get over, like that you hand pulled yourself across it. Now there is a private road, so the locals can drive into town. We can't. But anyway, so yeah, pretty cool little town stuff. This is a glacier, obviously. What else? Well, at the camp spot, there's a cat, a campground cat. The host has a cat, and he said Target can roam around, so that is awesome, worth mentioning. And then earlier today, there was that wolf. I thought it was some sort of hybrid. It was awfully tame, looked like it was gonna jump into my truck. Showed some locals, they'd never seen anything like it. It's definitely a wolf, but was a little off. Probably tell I was excited by how shaky that phone footage was. It is also hard to zoom, but in my defense. But anyways, I think that's about it on the fun facts. And yeah, Chacos are definitely glacier shoes, if anyone was wondering about that. This is pretty cool. It's not skiable though, so that's too bad. I've got some real facts for you after my last babbling. Built in 1911 to 1917. Fire 1924. Restoration completed 2014. All right, I was using the phone before because the zoom is better, but a little explanation time. So there's the glacier we were on yesterday. That's kind of what I was videoing before in the phone. Now we're over here. More tram towers up there. River, and yeah, we're heading up into those switchbacks. You probably can't even really see them, but another mile. This hike was 4,000 feet in 4 miles, so 1,000 a mile. First big day out here. We scored this spot again on the way back out of McCarthy. I was really hoping for that because both the Kimbo and I need a bath. Shaking off your sheets is just as good as washing them, I'm pretty sure. We spent the first 7 nights in Wrangell St. Elias, and now we're off on the next adventure. Where is the Kimbo Park now? Huh. Not so bad. It's a party spot, really big, lots of campers over there, but plenty of room to have your own space. It's a beautiful day, but there are a couple things to bring us down. First of all, this is the last beautiful day. It's gonna rain for like a week. Second of all, this right here is a popular backcountry ski route and it looks excellent. So that's a pretty big tease. There's nothing like being reminded that snowboarding exists to ruin a good hike. So many of you probably remember last summer when I fell down a cliff on my ass and skinned it raw. That was way worse than this. This is just a little hill compared to that, but still pretty steep and scree. I don't really feel like doing that today, so I'm just not. That's the peak, don't care, not going there. Turns out I'm not the only one who hates scree. Nobody I've passed is really into the summit. They're all skipping it. But those last guys did say, "Oh, you're the Chaco lady, power on." So that was cool. I still got 360 views. This will definitely get the job done. The whole town's population lives in that building. And then water over here. This tunnel is the only way in and out of town. We've got glacier views. Cool little place. The tunnel takes a second when you're also sharing it with the train. Learning the real Alaskan exploration. We are test driving the micro spikes on all the shoes they shouldn't be on. Today we're using line booties. Next time Chaco's for sure. We out here. Well, I really want to get to those caves, so I guess I'm gonna cross that and hope it doesn't break off. Sorry, Mom. Huh. I just remembered I'm kind of scared of caves. line ski booties paired with micro spikes. That's a check, check, security check. Another successful spot check in the books. Check, check. Yeah, you pee like a girl. You're gay. Go get those birds. Another day, another spot check here from Homer. We've had riverfront, lakefront, and now we have oceanfront property. Hey, Jack. All right, Jack, are you ready? Are you ready? Chocos with micro spikes are iceberg approved. Maybe gonna try to get to one of those bigger ones. Well, the icebergs were all too deep to climb on, but this is still pretty cool. It cleared up for us here in Homer. We decided we're going to stay another day. How could you not like the view from that bedroom window? Jack's loving it. We're going to do another water taxi hike tomorrow. This one's a little harder. It's a point-to-point one. So they drop you off somewhere, pick you up somewhere different along a big ridge line. Targi likes the beach. Everybody's happy. While I was taking video of the scenery, Jack was rolling in a dead otter. A headless dead otter. Now this is a sick trail. I love a good ridge line. Super steep, super worth it. The water taxi's a shit. I'm coming to Alaska every summer. I don't know if you can see the trail that well, but that is one hell of a trail. Look at that. The ridge just keeps going and going and going. Gotta throw in a phone video so you can see that view. Amazing. That mountain's way over there. Can't see it from here. It's like a whole line of volcanoes or some shit. You know my facts are bad. this next one's going to be the high point. We started way over there. We're at the top now. Almost 5 miles later, we've gone about 3,400 feet in elevation gain, which it really isn't that bad. This hike was a lot of bang for its buck. Over there you can see the Homer Spit. Well, you can't, I can. All those mountains, islands. What more could you ask for? This might be my favorite hike of the whole summer so far. 9 miles later, we're at our water taxi pickup location. That was a really awesome hike, so we're gonna end Alaska Part 1 here. I haven't even been here for 3 weeks yet, and I've got hours of footage. It's just too good to put into one, so stay tuned for Part 2.